Hey guys, this is me and George. Instead of playing one of our Cottabon games, we're going to review one of his games with he has a couple brothers that play. I think this is our third week where we're reviewing them, something like that. Okay, George is white. His brother is Angus John Haddow. I even know what that means. Okay. Yes. George, explain to everybody your thinking here.
I know that you play this move quite often, and I think the idea is that Black has played Black is threatening a bigger a corner than usual. So we are preparing for the invasion, so that such that when we come in, our K16 stem will be well placed to kind of offset what Black gains.
Okay, good. Now, I gave you access so you can come in the game if you wish. There's no particular need. So when his brother played the long night, I was immediately interested. Well, what's he going to do? And sure enough, here the idea is, let's actually look at this basic Joseki. Let's look at the long night versus the short night. This is Joseki. If we use the same thing with Black one further out, Black's getting an extra 2 or 3 points. It's no longer even, no longer Joseki. Now, White may have a reason to do this, and that's fine, but Black's getting more. So since the corner is larger, we like to come in. And the problem is that Black is just dominant up here. So if we happen to have a stone here, all of a sudden Black doesn't have anything. That's the strategy behind this. So I was really glad to see George play that.
And F17, for example, instead of White, that wouldn't have the same effect with it, because then Black can split the two white groups.
Well, actually, doesn't have the same effect because Black gets his wall and he gets to use his wall. Yeah.
Sure.
Here. Okay, so this is fine, of course. I generally do this right away because that was the whole purpose. And if I don't do it right away, then Black can find a way of taking the corner, and then I didn't get what I wanted. But playing away is not bad. Just style, I think. Okay. I have a different feeling on this one. Black, this is not a territorial move. He's got an open skirt. He's undercut. It's just, yeah. So I don't feel the need to go in the corner anymore. And you come over here. I think this is very reasonable.
So how would you think about the D7 move?
It's a great move. It's difficult to use. Weaker players have no concept of how to use the thing, but it's a perfectly fine move.
But I would like, because it's an unusual move, and I would, as the stronger player, I want to know how I can think about that move. Like for example, if I later come at C9 and he comes down, blocks the corner's still open.
Right.
And that's the difference than if he plays the regular move.
That's one nice thing, yeah. You know, my regular style is to say, well, what's the worst case? What if I do nothing? What can Black do? So if we look at this, that is in no way territory in his corner. And if he attacks, well, he is awfully thin over there. And we can play here without any issue Yeah, it's just a thin area. So again, it's hard to use.
Mm.
I think it's 100% value,
Mm.
but you have to be a stronger player to understand it. So does that answer enough of the question? Or?
Yeah, and I think hopefully later there'll be some issues
Yeah.
that will arise from that. Yeah.
This giving white extra room. This move cannot be cut in every literal sense, while this one can be cut in the future in some situation. So it's weaker, giving white more room. It's just no need.
And what about my move? I was thinking about this principle of when your opponent plays a strange move, often your best move is a strange move. And I felt like because black was loose, he played a kind of a loose move rather than a tight move. And it gave me the option to jump
out.
further.
Yeah, makes sense. Another strange move. Okay. There's a perspective here we need to catch. On top, white has a strategy. White's waiting to get to A. On the bottom, white's waiting to defend B. On the right, the C stone, black should be thinking about covering. Right? This is black's right to get the outside. And white's, has to play some slow moves to live. So the C is waiting to come up. So there's three unfinished concepts here. So let's start with that. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. So if we organize these into what's most important, I like this move an awful lot. I mean, it's the perfect extension, undercuts black. So why not? We could start here, and now he's not going to have that big black wall to deal with, at which point this becomes even more. So there's different ideas. This one up here, though, is just slow. And if black just plays a really bad move here, let's just do it this way, then it's just too slow on top. It's not where the action is. Okay. You did play here. Okay. A bit slow. Yeah. Walk through for me how to find white's move, and you have control if it's helpful. How do we know where to play for white?
Well, the way I would look at it is that if black can play here in center, then we need to follow up. We don't want to give black any free points in center.
Play out the variation so we can see what you're talking about here.
If black plays here,
we have to live. We still have to live. And black gets, well, isn't that just like 5 points extra? It's not that big. What's your argument against that? And I think there is an argument. I'm speaking foolishly.
The fact that we don't want to hand any free whatever it is to our opponents. So we want to take those kind of power plays away. And we don't want to.
Okay, so you are understanding that everything's fine, but you're not quite. So let me.
Also, if we allow black to get such a move, there's no weakness in black's position whatsoever.
There you go. That's it. It's not just it's not territorially such a big move, but we will never bother black, and black can do anything he wants. It's a way too strong a position. Yeah. As far as giving away free stuff, it needs to be, we need to state, don't give away free stuff that has significance.
Okay.
Oh, we gave away a end game for 5 points. Well, there's more important things. So things of consequence, things that of meaning, not just 2 points, but like here's 5 points, but it was significant health for black. Okay, so you play here. Threaten to cut. I like it. And cut. Yeah, I like it. Oh, now black has 2 weak groups and we're getting happy. Oh, I'm so curious what you did next. Talk me through it. How should white be thinking? And you have control if you need it.
Okay, so we have just split 2 black groups, and I think the concept here is to lean on the stronger of the 2 groups and then come back for the weaker group.
Okay, so our hypothetical friend Joe calls us up and says, "Hey George, I'm in the middle of the game, and I'm not sure what to do." And so you answer, "Well, are you fighting?" "Yes." "Well, lean on the weaker group." That may or may not apply. We want something that applies in all cases.
I mean, this is specifically when we're working with 2 weak opponent groups. Oh, sorry, if we split 2 opponent groups. And we also need strength, and we get that strength by leaning on the stronger group to come back for the weaker group.
I think Joe would be horribly confused.
Yeah,
I know I am.
Yeah.
Okay, so we get back to the list.
Yeah.
Walk it through for me.
Yeah. So, how many weak white groups are there? I would say there's 2 on this board: the F3 group and the cutting stones.
Go ahead and be marking things so people can keep up.
So A and B. Which is more important? Well, I would say, yeah, I'm struggling to get this, but
yeah, it's a struggle. Even though you have the skills and the knowledge, putting it together is not easy.
Yeah.
And this is something I've experienced over the decades with students. They they know the list, but they seldom use it. And when they do use it, it's incomplete. Okay, so let's start with something you said that was incomplete.
Sorry, Lance, I didn't get your last 5 seconds of what you said. Could you repeat yourself?
So I'm getting a big echo, I think.
Yeah, I have some sound issues.
Seems to be gone. I think we're back on my end.
Okay, 1 second to connect my headphones.
Yeah, I can hear fine. There's no echo.
Okay, I think it's all good again now.
Okay, so something you said was incomplete, and I believe it's important. You said, how many weak groups do I have? And you were trying to get back to the list, say it clearly, be thorough, but you weren't. How many weak groups or important stones are there? So we have 1, 2, 3. See, such a stupid stone. Who cares about that? I think it's an incredibly important stone. Atari, black has no more weaknesses. If we save, he's alive, just alive. I mean, it's just like so easy for him. This is the most important stone on the board. Now black's desperately weak. That's an important stone. Our B stone, it's out. He can't hurt us. We're out. He can't surround us. He can surround C. And now he has terrible trouble. So how many weak groups or important stones do I have? 3. Which one's most important? Oh, C. He's the weakest, and we can't lose him at this point. Now, this is really unusual. A stone like that is usually meaningless, but in this case, it's tremendous. Does this make sense?
Yes. Yeah, so that was a part of the list I also forgot, the important stones, but also once I had decided I have these 2 weak groups, how to decide which one to look up to choose to which one to defend first.
Yeah. Now, if we're in the middle of a fight, then B, assuming there's only 2. If you're thinking, the fight, I really can't do anything in the fight, well, then stop fighting. Yeah. But in this case, wow, black is so weak. It's pitiful.
But can we not prepare ourselves by pushing on the 3 black stones, and then we play our move at C?
Let's start with this. We Hane, and we'll go here. I think black's not too concerned about the 3 stones. I think black's really happy that he's done well on top.
Okay.
So another way of saying that is that we can focus on the D group or the E group. And the E group's the ugly one. It's just a pitiful stick. I think if I'm black, I'm very happy to give up the E group if I can just save D and develop the top. I'd be delighted. Yeah. Good. These are some good situations that are hard to work out.
Yeah,
Good.
definitely.
Here. And black plays here. Here. Possible. It's a good move for white because black's Hane is useful. 6. And then here. Yeah. I mean, this is making sense. If I'm black, I'm alive. I'm gonna, be getting out at A or something. But black's playing along, and here again, you need to be. You're defended plenty. I mean, no way he can surround you at this point. So you have a moment to do something else. Even this I think is better, and this I think is golden. And let's just remember, I honestly don't know what I'm talking about. This could all be false. It's only a matter of attempting to think rationally. I like the Hane. Ooh, nasty guy.
Maybe I should have not let him allowed me to cut there.
Yeah, well, yeah. That's a deep question. Would take quite a bit of time to analyze all the variations. My first thought here is we need a Hane that had 2 stones. Again, I could be wrong. I'm not wrong about that. Boom, boom. He's got to go this way. And then we just need to find some life, get out, something like that. Boom, boom. Okay. Kind of fixes your gap in Sente. Yeah, let him out. This is more important. Okay, he can't cut you. Oh, I didn't realize. Well, you killed him, is that right?
Yeah, locally he's dead.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
You can do a bit more. You can do more with your move. this or even this is doing more. We almost never play this. It's just.
I thought I was keeping just keeping us a better connected shape and better with liberties, but maybe.
Yeah, so we can say this is doing nothing other than fixing the cut.
Yeah.
This is getting
yeah
a potential eye, attacking black, playing in game, and fixes the cut.
Yeah.
And this gets out thicker to the left. Yeah, so both those do more than this. Now, you play this as a threat. When he plays here, if it wasn't you must play here, or else it wasn't a threat.
Yeah, I think again the reason is that I was worried about liberties.
Then go ahead and get out, get more liberties.
Yeah.
Whoa, this might work, but you want liberties, right? This works fine. Just get out. Well, actually, if he plays here first, you still get the Atari first and connect. So you're still fine there. This may or may not work. Okay. Worked. Good. Whoa. We don't mind the cut because it's going to give us a bunch of liberties and hurt his corner. Okay. Maybe best. I would certainly think of this, but yours is doing more, so maybe. Oh, very pretty shape. Yeah, very nice. Uh-huh. And you need liberties. Is this, well, he takes it. And now you're looking for, oh, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
But he could have killed me there, right?
You have control. Show me your idea.
I think there's a couple of moments, but here.
Yeah.
And I think there was another point as well that I remember being very worried, but I think even if I mean, here there's also no eye, is there?
Right.
But he had another chance here. Here.
Yeah. Okay. Place here, we capture and live. Can you still do this?
Yeah, you can still do it, yeah. I think. Yeah.
What's he play here? Give me a black move. I can't find it.
C19?
C9.
No, that doesn't live, does it?
Oh, and we can't Atari because we're putting ourselves in Atari. So just for fun, we'll say Atari. Stop his second eye. And we have more liberties than he does. So very complex.
Yeah.
So you live.
Incente.
Incente, and he's alive too because he got L19. Okay. Yeah, get out. Yeah. That was a long journey just to get back to the game. This is nice. I like this.
Yeah, I wasn't quite sure. I mean, because if I'm playing with this kind of this mentality of just play the next easy spot, then it would be c3, I guess. But d8 opens up
Oh,
some
no,
argument
no, no. We
gaps.
don't just play the next easy spot. We go through. So first, should we be defending? I think A is fine. We don't need to defend it. We could just play B, but the left seems awfully big.
Hmm.
And I think we're fine. So I'm not going to defend A. I'm gonna say the left is biggest. And I see three areas. We have a corner, we have a side, and a center. I say area 2 and 3 is by far the biggest. So we're
Hmm.
not going to live in area 1 if we can play in 2 and 3.
Hmm.
So where? I think the contact play is the only option. It's like the only tool we have. Yes, good. So curious what you're going to do. You should not expect to live here if you do that. I mean, heck, you can just play this way. Life is going to be incredibly hard.
Yeah.
So you can play this way and just go for the ko if he offers it. What about
Or the
this?
double hane. Yeah.
If Atari, he should take
And we have,
Sente
yeah.
and run. Seems reasonable, especially with this cut coming up. As a matter of fact, the entire A and B group is in jeopardy. So yeah, I think white will be fine. Yeah, that's just too heavy. And you can see that now, right?
Yeah, I guess I just thought that I needed to somehow exploit black's weaknesses on the top, and yeah, I felt like this was the way to do it somehow.
Yeah.
Mm.
This will exploit them more, get out to
Yeah.
where the cuts are. And this is an okay move too. Right, okay, that's working. Uh-huh. Okay. Assuming this works for us. I'm not sure it works. So I'm trying to get a black move. White has to play here. So maybe it's fine. Sure looks thin, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
I might want to play here, let black get that in, and then I'm down to I can live or escape.
Mm.
Pretty thin over there. It's going to bother me. Okay, here's another deep question. There's a lot of hard questions in this game.
Mm.
Good. That's exactly what I would do. You got to contact. It's an emergency situation, so contact. We don't care if black gets stronger. Compared to us, he is plenty strong. Make him stronger. Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. You're giving up on the group?
I was thinking that they have done quite some work for now. I got the stones on the outside. He played on the inside.
Okay.
Um,
So you're treating them as forcing moves,
yeah.
useful forcing moves, and back to the main subject. Okay. Totally reasonable. If you're saying I'm defending my group and getting out, then it's terrible. But just forcing moves, very useful forcing moves. Good. Here. Okay. And that's fine. I would do it here. because I really like this, right? We're doing something real positive for ourselves here.
Okay. I thought because that wasn't, it didn't seem like a real threat, the follow-up. I thought I might as well hurt the single stone.
Yeah. So was that a valid threat? Well, Sente. I mean, it's just all Sente. So, and you're helping your group dramatically. So yeah, I think it's fine. Your move also gives a nice follow-up. I would play the other one here. Okay. Getting a little tricky there. If he cuts, what are you going to do? This?
A torrent? No, on the outside.
Outside. That means he's safe now. And your intent was to get near his cuts.
Yeah, I guess I thought he in that scenario he has many kind of dame moves that aren't really doing much, and I have some potential in the center potentially.
Yeah, but his A group is really weak. I don't want to give that up.
Okay.
So can we do it in a manner? How about that? He gets this in, but we have two heads, right? We can get out, down, or out to the right. So his group is in jeopardy. Yeah, I don't know. We'd have to spend some time, which we're not doing. There's this way. And the game's there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, I think we saw some good stuff there. A lot of hard questions.
Yeah.
And for viewers, remember, we're not trying to solve what is the best move. This is something professional Dawn players search for and don't find. But what is a reasonable course of action? Rational moves. That's what we're looking for. What's the idea? I took lessons with pros for so many years, and my question was always the same. How do you think in this situation? Yeah. Okay, good. Thanks, viewers. Hope you found it useful. Catch y'all later.
Bye-bye.